Hi guys, Tito here with my day 2 recap of NXT.NOW, the virtual gathering, and today's schedule really spoke to me because on it there were a few sessions on investing and finance and creativity, and if you know me, you know that those are two things that really rock my boat. Now the day kicked off with a session on how to invest in African businesses and startups from the diaspora, and it was a conversation conducted by Joe Kinvi and Adenike Sheriff. Now, what I learned or what I loved about their session was I was introduced to so many opportunities or a different kind of investment strategy or opportunity on the African continent. They run business models where from wherever you are in the world, you can use them or go through them to invest in some specific opportunities, investment opportunities on the African continent. It was a mind-blowing, eye-opening session, and I'll definitely be learning a lot more about both their investment clubs in my spare time. After that, I decided to step out of my comfort zone and meet a few new people in the speed networking session. And that was lots of fun, and apparently it's very popular amongst attendees, and I see why. What happens is that when you sign in, you have a one-on-one session with any other stranger who is also attending NXT.NOW. It's a great way to meet new people, and like I said, I see why it's very popular. And then later in the afternoon on the main stage, How to Make It in the Digital World recorded the best attendance I've seen thus far at NXT.NOW when Edith, TD, Omojua, and Raindorf had a very dynamic conversation on the roadblocks keeping Africa from successfully entering the digital economy.
I always say that the least you can do to someone you've not helped is not to get in their way of moving forward. So as a government, if you're not the one providing the incentives and the avenue for people to try, you should at least get out of their way so that they can try.
And something that stood out to me in that session was when Omojua highlighted the fact that different regions have an agenda for taking their country or their regions to the future, but Africa lacks its own coherent, cohesive agenda to take the continent and its countries successfully into the future. For the expo, I briefly sat in on a fashion talk on Next Looks, and I also watched an exhibition of pictures taken during the NSARS protests. NXT.NOW has been very insightful, very informative, and entertaining, and if you want to take part in day 3, the final day, all you need to do is visit www.africanext.com.